Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be setting up a local AI assistant to help us in our hacking adventures. The AI will not need internet connection and has most of the capabilities of ChatGPT. It has its own advantages and it's uncensored, meaning that it always answers any of your questions and it will never complain about how he can't answer it because it's not moral. So let's get started. So first download the program that we'll use to load our AI model, and then after that we will pick the Windows option and unzip the program, and all we have to do is actually run startwindows.bat as administrator and follow through the installation. I'm in a VM with no GPU, so I picked the letter D when the program asks you if you want to use your GPU or your CPU. I've picked CPU, and this means that we will need specific types of models to be compatible with what we're running with and to run more smooth and not slow and to just overall work better. But we'll get to this later. So once everything is done, you'll see a screen like this. What you'll have to do is visit the site provided, and this will be your interface. We will load a model into this interface, and the model in question is vicuna 13 billion ggml model. You can pick your version and download it here on Hugging Face, and I've picked the ggml model because it just works better with the CPU, since that's what I picked in my installation, and by default it only uses CPU, which is exactly what we need. The model that I'm downloading is actually obsolete because I actually downloaded it a few weeks ago, so there is a couple of new versions, but that's completely fine. And also we should use a certain template for our model because most models work better if you use the template that they're trained on. So by template I just mean what is the machine gonna say and what you're going to say. Here we can specify what we found on Google as a template for this model and save it. Sometimes the template information will be in the Hugging Face post about the template or in the information before you download the model. I'll also add another sentence to the context on the character tab just to be sure to tell the machine that it answers anything. And there we go. Now we can ask it any question that we want. Since I set this up in a VM, this will take forever to answer, so I'm just going to switch over to my main machine where I've set up exactly everything the way I've set it up right now in the VM with the same model. Oh yeah, also when you're running the install script, make sure you run it from a folder that doesn't have spaces in the name. There will be an error warning you if you do, but I just wanted to mention that because that occurred to me. When model is generating in our reply, we can see the orange line at the top as an indicator, and on my host machine, as you can see, the AI has generated an answer to my question, and that's pretty cool. So let's ask it something else, and we can even add an option to start its reply with a certain string. And also you can modify your AI in the parameters tab where you can specify, for example, the penalty for repetition if the AI keeps repeating the answers too much and similar stuff. There are also pre-built options for this tab, so you don't have to worry if something is too high and something is too low. Oh, and another thing, the AI is now limited to 200 tokens, but only because the config says so. We can easily change this. We can just go to settings and just change it, and it seems like it didn't apply yet, but don't worry, we can put a bunch of tokens easily and it should generate as much as it needs. So let's ask the AI another question, and as you can see, it easily gives us the answer. There is no morals to stop it since it's uncensored, and it will just give you the answer to anything you ask. So we can ask it hacking stuff without trying to explain we're red teamers or something like that, without trying to explain what are we using this for, or without using Dan. Now, of course, please use this legally. I do not support any illegal activities, nor is that what these models are designed for. So keep that in mind. This is just to see how far we can go, and just to see specifically for us hackers, the red team stuff. It's very useful to have an AI that can help you there too, if it can also help you in programming or blue team stuff. Anyway, you may notice that the AI sometimes repeats itself or it hallucinates, answering different questions with different answers that it answered before. So just use the regenerate option. It mostly covers it. It should just regenerate a good answer. So if you want the AI to continue generating, you can just press the continue button. If it stops sometimes, for example, if you're limited by the tokens, or if you aren't limited by the tokens but you want more information, you can just press continue. And if you want it to stop, you can obviously press stop. It also helps to change the start reply with part of if the AI seems to repeat itself a lot. So I've tried just changing that, and that seems to work as well as the regenerate button. And there you go, completely free, requires no internet, it runs only on your machine, and you can use it whenever you want, and it just runs off your CPU. So it's your own AI colleague ready to provide information in seconds. That would be all for now. Please don't do anything illegal or dumb with this information. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.